Welcome back and many thanks for keeping it KBC Channel 1. Moving on, do you know that Kenya has had 12 deputy presidents previously referred to as vice president prior to the 2010 Constitution of Kenya? From Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, who was the maiden vice president, to now Professor Kithure Kindiki. We take a walk down memory lane of history to check out the country's principal assistants to the head of state.
Kenya gained independence in 1963. The country's founding father, Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, ascended to the highest office on the land. Deputizing him was none other than Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, making him the first vice president of the Republic of Kenya. Born in the year 1911, Odinga assumed office in 1964 and went on to serve for 1 year, 123 days under the KANU banner. He left office on 14th April 1966, giving rise to opposition politics in Kenya. Succeeding Odinga under a KANU ticket was Joseph Murumbi, also born in 1911. Murumbi assumed office on 3rd of May 1966. Unlike his predecessor, Murumbi served as the principal assistant to Mzee Jomo Kenyatta for only 120 days, leaving office on 30th of November 1966. This paved way for the third Vice President, Daniel Arap Moi. Born in 1924, he is the country's longest-serving Vice President, having stayed in the office he assumed on 5th January 1967 for a record 11 years, 299 days. A KANU lifetime member, Moi was sworn in as the Commander-in-Chief on 14th October 1978, about 2 months after the death of Mzee Jomo Kenyatta. President Moi appointed Kibaki as his vice president. Assuming office on 14th October 1978, Kibaki, born in 1931, would remain as the second in command for 9 years, 160 days under the ruling party KANU. Josephat Karanja will then take over from Kibaki on 24th March 1988. But a year, 38 days later, Karanja, who was facing a vote of no confidence in parliament, resigned. Then came George Saitoti, who ascended to the office on 1st of May 1989 and remained there for 8 years, 252 days before being stripped of his powers. As if luck was on his side, Saitoti was once again reappointed vice president on 3rd April 1999. He served for another 3 years, 149 days, after which he left the office on 30th of August 2002. On 4th November 2002, Saitoti was succeeded by Musalia Mudavadi, who went on to make history as the shortest-serving vice president, having occupied the office for only 60 days. Mudavadi's tenure ended with the Moi era on 3rd January 2003. The country had a new ruling party, NAK, in Commander-in-Chief Mwai Kibaki, and he picked Michael Kijana Wamalwa as the second in command. Wamalwa died August 2003 after 232 days in office. 25th September 2003 saw the appointment of Moody Awori as vice president. Awori, born in 1928, served for 4 years, 106 days under NAK PNU ticket before his tenure ended on the 9th of January 2008. Then came in Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, who was appointed on the 9th of January 2008 under the coalition government and spent 5 years, 90 days in the seat, making him the last vice president to have served prior to the 2010 Constitution. The new law saw the change from vice president to deputy president, and the position was for the person nominated as the running mate for the presidential candidate. Consequently, on the 9th of April 2002, President William Ruto took oath of office. Under the ruling Jubilee Party, Ruto deputized former President Uhuru Kenyatta for 9 years, 157 days. Similarly, on 13th September 2022, Rigathi Gachagua, who was William Ruto's running mate, was sworn in. 2 years and 36 days later, he was impeached by Parliament and the court upheld the decision. This paved way for Professor Kithure Kindiki, previously the Interior Cabinet Secretary, whose nomination for the post by President William Ruto was endorsed by Parliament, making him Kenya's second in command.